I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Joey Cundiff.
and this is
It's
Blue Collar Sports Talk. And
Talk.
what a week one, huh?
What a week one, huh?
And it is time,
It is time,
finally,
finally,
to talk
to talk
some shit.
some motherfucking shit with this
That's
dumbass
that's a rough bottle opener.
freaking
It's our first beer.
alphabet.
It's our first beer.
First beer, second whiskey. Fuck that bottle opener, dude.
So we could all waste all of your time and talk about the Chiefs and Lions and so on and so forth. But we won't, because there's three teams that I want to talk about.
And I'll start us off with the first one. Lions at Chiefs.
That's what I was gonna do.
All right, go ahead.
No, for reals. I just want to touch on that game real quick. The Chiefs.
Oh, for real? All right.
Just real quick.
Okay.
I just want to throw my opinion out there because I did say a couple weeks ago that the Chiefs are making the Super Bowl.
Touch it real quick, buddy.
I'm gonna adjust that. I'm gonna say the Chiefs are not who we thought they were.
Ooh, I don't know. I think there's going to be a mid-season trade for a wide receiver, and I think they will do what the Chiefs normally do and beat the shit out of everybody.
Oh no, I'm not changing my Super Bowl pick. I'm
Okay.
saying that it's not gonna be as simple as I said.
Oh, okay, like 17-0.
Right. So I'm going like they're gonna struggle in the AFC West just like they did last year until the end of the year, and then they're gonna do what they did.
Well, they didn't struggle. They beat all of it. It was close.
No. Well, yeah, it was
They
close.
might drop one this year.
For me, for the Chiefs, that's struggling.
Yeah, no, I see that.
So I just wanted to clear the air there because
Yeah.
I talked big on them.
Yeah, it's like any insert NBA player name here going to WNBA.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. No. So some exciting news going on this weekend. First and foremost, that Niners and Steelers game. I want to touch on that.
Yeah, I was wrong.
So, well, we both picked the Niners, right?
Yeah, but I was wrong in saying it was going to be a close game. Don't
Yeah.
bet the mortgage.
Yeah,
You
and,
should have bet the mortgage.
You should have. Now, I just want to touch on these three stats right here. Okay, Purdy is who we thought he was.
Yeah, I mean,
19 to 29, 220 yards and 2 tutties, but that's not really touching on what the kid was doing. He was reading the defense.
touch on kids, Mark.
A Steeler defense. By
Touch
the way.
on that kid, buddy. Let him know.
A Steeler defense who was very experienced and ultimately had great numbers
Yeah.
besides the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So-
and you can't, I mean, never count out Mikey T coaching, you know?
No, never. McCaffrey, 22 carries, 152 yards and a tutty.
Mm.
And Ayuk, 8 receptions, 129 yards and 2 tutties.
What a game from the number
They
2
just
guy.
killed it. They hit the gate. They didn't look back.
I'm so upset that this was such a blowout game.
I think the Steelers will be fine. Pittsburgh fans, don't hit the panic button.
It's week 1.
It's week 1, and that Niners team was just ready to rock and roll. Game you want to touch on?
Let's see. Besides the obvious one, the one I want to touch on the most, just feeling up on, because we got Phil Collins on. Just gonna touch up on it just a little bit. Dolphins Chargers. That was a game. That was
It was
the
a
best
dogfight.
That was the best game of the week. 36-34. Just fucking insane. Tua went 28 of 45, 466 yards and 3 tutties with 1 pick, but that doesn't matter. Tyreek is the man of the match. Well, I don't know. Tua's there. I mean, Tua did it too.
Yeah.
Tyreek, 11 receptions, 215 yards, 2 tutties, but that last touchdown was one of the greatest throws in NFL history. Just in a bucket. Like, Tyreek didn't move his hands up. I thought for sure. The DB missed. Just boom.
Just a perfection on all sides.
And yet again, the Chargers figure out a way to lose and do stupid plays. Stop running the ball when you're up. Stop running the ball when it's working. It just,
Yeah.
it's a very, very
Eckler only
Charger
16
game.
carries. And
With
117 yards and a
yards.
tutty. Now, like I was telling Joey the other day, double his carries. You can only double his numbers.
You win the game right there, Chargers. I don't know. And that final drive was a Kellen Moore drive.
It was.
All right, Mark.
That's what you can expect.
All right, Mark. I know you're itching.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
oof. So go Pack, go. First of all, now I want to address. There's two sides that I want to address, right? So, one, the Jordan Love haters, where okay, in the first half, he wasn't. I wouldn't say effective because he still had a touchdown pass.
He wasn't good.
He wasn't bad either though, right? He just
Yeah.
it wasn't Jordan Love like what we would have hoped to be, but they did come out with the lead. The defense helped out a lot, don't get me wrong.
And then the offense went flat for the rest of the
half.
majority of that.
For the rest
half.
of the second quarter,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
The second half though, cleaned it up.
Oh yeah, that second half was
Cleaned it up. I mean, he got 2 more tutties.
That was vintage Packers versus Bears.
Yeah. Clean it up. Now, I don't understand all the hype that everybody was trying to throw on the Bears and everybody was trying to throw on
Justin
Fields. The Bears are still awful. Justin Fields is still awful. I said this last season. I'm going to continue to say this until they can force me to say otherwise.
And Chase Claypool does not want to play.
No, he doesn't.
Just giving up.
No, he doesn't. And I want to say this too. So like, you have your Jordan Love haters. Like I said, he wasn't really necessarily bad. Definitely wasn't good in the first half, but in the second half, and then now as an overall performance, that adjustment he made in the second half, his decision making, that's what you want to see. Granted, I understand it's against the awful Bears. We're not going to really know the real Jordan Love until about week 5.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I will say this to all the Jordan Love lovers out there who are like, oh my God, he's amazing. There was some decision making that was questionable in the first half. Once again, he did make a great second half.
Missed throws.
He had a couple of missed throws, and there was a couple of times where he threw in the second half off of his back foot into that back shoulder that was shades of Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
So, just the same to the haters, I'm going to say to the lovers, pump the brakes. Yes, let's be happy as a Packer fan. Let's be happy we're 1-0. We beat the Bears. But that doesn't define who we are yet, right?
And you do have kind of a weaker first quarter of the season.
We do.
So it's perfect. Like
It
this
is.
is literally
He can
the
settle
perfect
in.
scenario.
He could settle in and be who we want him to be.
Yep. You
Now-
guys could easily go 4-0 with your schedule.
Right. And so, I mean, ultimately, all game long, he missed 12 throws. We can argue about whose fault it was, but ultimately, 12 throws. 15 of 27, 245 yards, and not 1, not 2, but 3 tutties. Now, that's a good day. Aaron Jones, 9 carries, 41 yards, and a tutty. And I had to double check that because 41 yards, we stopped running the ball with him. Granted, I understand he went down in the third quarter. Why are we stopping what was working? Kind of sounding familiar as of last season.
And the runs with A.J. Dillon were very predictable. He's your bowling ball type running back, and it just
Be a little bit more creative with him.
just wasn't there. I mean, shit.
I know-
Just try some jets. You know, just give it to your
And-
fucking receivers
and-
a little
and
bit.
don't get
Spread
me
out
wrong.
spread out the field.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand Aaron Jones going down mid-game. It can fuck with the game plan. But don't shit on A.J. Dillon. He
Yeah.
can still move the ball. Now, Aaron Jones also led in the receiving per yards, but, I mean, there were 2 big catches.
Yeah.
So, for me, right? 2 receptions, 86 yards, and a tutty. Ultimately, a great start. Granted, I understand it's the Bears, but let's not take away from all the positivity that had taken place that day. I think we've got a lot to look forward to as long as the defense can stay conservative yet aggressive and consistent. And I think that'll give Jordan Love the time to relax and really settle in. That's just my opinion. I'll let you talk about.
Well, before we get there, this was a very this was the number 2 game of the week. Philly at New England.
Yes.
I don't give a shit. I talked to a few Philly fans. Oh, we weren't scared. What? You were winning 16-0, and you let the Pats climb back, and they were in position to win it. They were right there to the red zone.
And 3 takeaways, right?
Yeah.
3 takeaways.
And
Now,
with
I
a
think 2
pick
of them,
6.
2 of them were right off the rip, nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a fumble and a pick 6.
I didn't think they were going to look back, but the Mac Attack, the Party Pack, the Heart Attack, Mac Jones. Welcome to the league, finally, bud.
Yeah, with 316 yards and 3 tutties. Well, 4 if you count the pick 6.
Right. and against an Eagle defense who last year,
Yeah, they were,
and there wasn't much change to that defense.
except for your DC and OC and we
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
That was very pathetic in my opinion. I mean, New England's defense does look super improved. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like
and
that,
Judon, and it's making Judon shine even more.
yeah, and I mean that.
How many sacks did Judon have? I gotta look at that real quick.
Yeah, that Patriots defense looked nasty, but just how flat the Eagles looked after that. I think they went 3-0 or 3 and out 4 or 5 consecutive drives. I mean, it was just insane. And Jalen Hurts, this is what I want to talk about. Just on that in that fourth quarter, you had a chance to ice the game. It was a quarterback sneak, and he got blown the fuck up on and fumbled the ball. Slide! Just fucking slide.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I think the Eagles look beatable. They look
Some
halfway
chink in their armor.
pedestrian.
Some chink in their armor for sure.
Now, somebody that showed no chink.
Hold on. Judon, multiple quarterback pressures. I'm not finding the number right now. Multiple quarterback pressures, 2 quarterback hits, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss, and 3 total tackles. I mean, he was very disruptive.
He was back there.
Yeah, and that's not even counting Jabril Peppers, 6 total tackles, 5 solo, and multiple quarterback pressures.
Now, it's time.
It is. I'll let you have this moment. You deserve it.
There's just like the Bears, so much hype on the Giants, so much hype on Daniel Jones. I understand it was a rainstorm. I mean, it was a fucking hurricane out there
On turf.
on turf. Cowboys beat the Giants 40-0. I mean, the defense speaks for itself. I'm not going to sit there and bash the Giants. I mean, I literally said on the show, Cowboys by whatever. Obviously, I was fucking right. A lot of people were giving me shit, especially, hey, kickoff? I had like 3 phone calls. Oh, they're going to fucking lose. You're about to see this. After the first quarter, I tried calling people. How many people answered, Mark? Oh, that's right. This is a different team. I mean, this defense looks insane, and everybody was shitting on Dak, okay? Oh, he only went 13 for 24, 143 yards. Okay. Again,
What took place
Again.
around all that, though?
you're up by so much. Why do you need to throw the ball? And here's the second point, okay? They scored on 5 of 7 offensive drives. You win most NFL games if you score on that. If you do that you're that consistent. Plus you add however many fucking takeaways the Cowboys defense had. Insane. I think we're looking at something special here. A historic defense, if that's the worst thing to come out of this season. I mean, I think all Cowboys fans are very high on this season.
Quick fun fact, everybody who's trying to shit on Dak, right? They did what they needed to do. They kept the ball on the ground. Now, time of possession. Are you ready for this? The Giants, 33 minutes and 28 seconds. Okay? The boys, 26 minutes and 32 seconds. Now, being that it's 40-0, it's a huge lapse in time. They didn't need to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of it had to do with field possession. Field position.
And there was some drops because it was raining so much.
And because it was raining so much, just old school football, what do? You keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the same shit with, it was last year, the Patriots game, where Mac Jones literally threw it 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, let's calm down, people. Now, one other thing. All I was hearing about was Dak turnovers. Got a little list for you. NFL quarterbacks with the most turnovers since 2018. Josh Allen, 84. Jared Goff, 80. Matt Ryan, 79. Derek Carr, 79. Baker Mayfield, 78. Kirk Cousins, 73. Carson Wentz, 68. Sam Darnold, 68. Dak, 66. So, let's tone it down a little bit, all right? There's other people that you could be talking about turnover machines.
Now, let's address the elephant in the room, Monday Night Football.
That was awful.
It was a heartbreaking night for a lot of people.
The Jets won, but at what cost?
Yeah, and in my opinion, it's kind of a cheap way to win.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong. A win's a win. I'm not saying anything about it. All I'm saying is
tripping.
this still doesn't prove who the Jets can be or can't be, for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen enough Zach Wilson. I thought the best thing in his career would be sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a year or two. Instead, now I think Jameis, Cooper Rush, Trey Lance, somebody like that's going to come in and take over and
now here's the thing. So
try to salvage a season.
it was pretty much the second quarter when Zach Wilson took over, okay?
No, it was the first quarter.
Well, at the end of the first.
No, it was the very first. It was Aaron Rodgers played 4 snaps.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, there was like 6 minutes left.
I don't know how much time was left, but no, there was 11 minutes left.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, okay. Either way, he missed the first series, okay? 14 of 21, 140 yards, a tutty, and a pick. And if it wasn't for special teams, really, Zach Wilson might not be a winning quarterback. That's not really a winning line. Granted, it's not really a losing line either, okay? Breece Hall, 10 carries and 127 yards.
That's a winning.
Breece Hall got them out of a lot of bad field positions.
Yep.
And he did his job. Lazard, 2 receptions, 46 yards. Not very big, okay? Now, Josh Allen, 29 of 41.
Terrible.
236 yards, 1 tutty, and not 1. Not 2. But 3 fucking mistakes.
And a fumble.
And James Cook, 12 carries, 46 yards. And then Diggs, 10 receptions, 102 yards, and a tutty. When you have numbers like that, it's really hard. It's really hard to take a loss.
I think Josh Allen needs to learn how to slide and stop playing Superman every snap.
Why take all those hits?
We're literally watching Carson Wentz as a better quarterback because Carson Wentz did the same shit. Taking those hits, fumbling, trying to make a play on fucking first, second down. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Throw the ball away. Take the sack.
Well, there was one play in the second quarter, 39. Allen ran it he got the first, but then he wanted to run, which I'm fine with. I think he got like 8 more yards.
Yeah.
But he took a hit from the linebacker and the safety and a corner all at once. It's like, not necessary.
No, and just getting beat up, and he was holding his ribs, he was holding his leg, he was holding his arm.
We just want to see a long Josh Allen career.
Yeah, motherfucker, it's week 1. Yeah. This was not a win and you're in situation. This is not the playoffs. What are you doing? And you lost anyways. Like at some point, this has to click in his mind, and it's really not, and that's very concerning to me because I do like Josh Allen a lot, but I don't think Josh Allen likes Josh Allen with the way he's playing.
Sometimes. Now, my favorite part of the show.
Ooh.
It is time for your liability of the week.
My liability of the week is the game that I thought was going to be so good. Titans Saints. Now, although I picked this one correctly, this was a boring fucking game. Even down to the wire. I didn't give a shit at that point. I'm like, both you guys have disappointed me so bad. Saints offensive line, Titans, Ryan Tannehill, 3 picks. Like, this is just fucking terrible
Nobody
football.
wanted to win that game.
No, it was terrible football. Michael Thomas had 4 receptions in the first drive and then never targeted again. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And let's be honest, the Commies and the Cardinals were more of an exciting game to watch.
Yeah, and that's a poverty game because I thought the Commanders were going to put up more of a fight, but if that's what you're going to do against the Cardinals, I don't see it, man. I was a Sam Howell believer. I still am because the Giants showed me absolutely nothing. It's just that was a poverty game. Raiders, Broncos, poverty. Rams, Seahawks, that was an upset for the ages right there.
Yeah, but the Rams, their last 2 scores didn't matter.
And then Bengals, Browns, like, what are you doing? What do you got for your liability?
I'm going to pick the obvious one, the entire Giant organization.
Yeah.
Just all of them. All of them. If they were in the Middle East, they'd be beheaded for treason. Right? No, I mean, it's just
for getting fucked on national television.
It's just so bad. Like, I don't understand how you could have been that bad. Now, you asked me on Friday night, I said that Dallas is going to win, but I didn't think they were going to win like that. Like, if Joey would have been like, dude, Mark, I'm betting you 40-0, I'd have been like, dude, I'm taking that bet.
Yeah, fuck you. You're an idiot.
Yeah. I'm not saying they wouldn't have won. I'm just saying they weren't going to fucking shut them out all game long.
Yeah.
And so Giant organization, hang your head.
Yeah, that's an L.
Yeah.
It's your second biggest L. No, third because Aaron Rodgers went down. It's your third biggest L in the month of September.
Awful.
Very close to being number one because this one was not an inside job.
Yeah. Hey, like what you did there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. For me, the teams to look out for after week 1, obviously, besides the Cowboys, I'm gonna go with a surprising look. Right. I'm gonna say that the Saints bounce back. I'm gonna say keep an eye on them. I'm gonna say they're gonna figure it out. I'm going to say, Bengals fans, don't worry.
Yeah.
Hang in there. For whatever reason, y'all suck against the Browns.
And early season, because Cowboys beat them with Cooper Rush last year.
Right. Ravens fans, stop. Don't get excited. This is good. This is as good as it's going to get. That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, I didn't like this game if I was a Ravens fan. I mean,
and J.K. Dobbins going out for the year.
I mean, it sucks. I mean, he's shown so much promise every year, and every year he gets
shit
just
on.
so banged up and injured. It just really sucks. Another real quick, Jags and Colts.
That was interesting.
That was. And Anthony Richardson, good God, he
might be the real deal.
As long as he doesn't kill himself every Sunday. Yeah. Like, come on, my guy.
Yeah, he was worse than Josh Allen.
Yeah, that was bad. He even went out.
Well, yeah, and the announcer said, and I quote, "See, here's that run up, just what I was about to say, and I'm sorry to say it, but there he is, injured." And when he said that, I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, you got to...
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
but
tone it down, my guy. Like, we get it. Yeah, you're athletic as fuck, man. Yeah. You're going to make a difference. But we saw this with Andrew Luck. Take it easy.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. I understand you got your rap career to look forward to, but you don't want to be rapping from a wheelchair.
Is he a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Well, he bought studio time.
Okay. Because that'd be a costly mistake.
He bought studio time, and apparently this is the best record label Florida has to offer. I'm not lying. This is true.
I don't know how I feel about Florida rap, to be honest with you, man.
I'm just saying.
I like more. I'm more like, give me like Atlanta, you know.
I'm just saying he's found it, right?
All right. Give me some Georgia, give me some Memphis, you know. I don't know about all that. Who is your workhorse of the week?
My workhorse of the week, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's another obvious pick, right? Tyreek Hill.
Ooh.
Tyreek Hill. I mean, we've touched on his numbers already, but I'm going to say it
Mark,
again.
you're in a touchy mood tonight.
I am. 11 receptions, 215 yards, 2 tutties, and 1 perfect catch to seal the deal in LA. It's hard to look against.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to do that against the Chargers, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, if they keep that fucking kind of defense up.
That was awful.
Yeah. And that was the to win defense, right? So that's what's scary.
Yeah, and the same second half where it's like, hey, just don't let up points. Oh, it's a field goal, that's fine. And then you go and lose by 2 points? My workhorse of the week is the Cowboys defense. They absolutely Bill Cosby the Giants. It wasn't even fair. I mean,
it wasn't fair because it wasn't consensual.
It wasn't like the Lakers in Colorado. just laying it all out there, man.
Can't win them all.
Speaking of unholiness, Bill Cosby is going back on tour. Did you see that?
I saw that.
I would be cautious. To all of our fans out there that are Bill Cosby enjoyers that will be going to this stand-up,
stay awake.
You might see me there. Just, catch a legend in the act. I did see that he is touring Cleveland.
Do not accept drinks.
And do not go to the massage parlors if Deshaun is there.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay holy. But not too holy. Well, this has been fun.
Right, this was a show.
Week 1. No overreactions here.
And we'll be back later this week at some point in time. to discuss week 2's predictions.
And I am up on Pick'ems.
Yeah, we'll discuss the pick'ems as well.
We will.
It was a rough one for me.
Yeah.
It was a rough, and I lost a lot of money, especially because of the Vikings. So thanks for that.
Yeah, Vikings. We didn't even touch on that. Touching again, especially. Gosh, we just
After the Deshaun talk, I don't know.
we're that bad. We just. Anyway,
No, we're not as bad as Deshaun. No, I mean,
I don't like to be spoken for. Yeah, Baker fucked you guys up. What the fuck, Kirk? Come on, he needs to be back on Netflix to be good again.
I guess so. Killed me, dude. I was like, oh, for a fourth leg, I'll take Minnesota.
Yeah, no. Baker has his third leg out and beat your fourth. Jesus.
Well, y'all, hope you enjoyed week 1. Looking forward to week 2. Let's fucking get at it.
Let's fucking go, boys.